this recipe, all the ingredients are important, but the most important is the beer. Where's the beer? Find the beer. Off he goes. Some ingredients are slower than others. Ah, there it is. Thank you. Now what? Hello and welcome to Cooking Plus Alcohol. I'm Nat, and today we're going to be cooking a thick and rich beef stew. We got carrots, potatoes, turnips, of course beef in there, and beer, because everybody likes beer.
Not everyone. It's so bitter.
Yes, thank you, Em. Not everyone likes beer in their stew, but most people love beer.
Most? Really?
Okay, we're making a beer beef stew today because some people really like beer.
Okay.
She's not at all bitter. I've been making this stew for the last week. Anyway, let's go into it and I'll show you how this is made. We're starting with carrots, of course. Carrots are the first. And some turnips. Idea is we're going to clean these up a bit. We're going to take the skins off them, make them look a little prettier. And also, we are going to slice them large. Thank you. There's the potatoes again. I'm going to slice them large. We're going to be cooking this stew for 3.5 hours, so the pieces need to be large enough so they don't fall apart after all that cooking in the wonderful, rich beef stew. Got some garlic. You can't live without garlic. You can pound it like that to get the skins off easily, slice it up. Doesn't have to be too fine. It's going to be cooking for a long time. It'll all break down. We got our onions, same thing, coarse chop. Get that all ready to go. And this is just regular chuck from the butcher. It's a fairly tough cut of meat, but when you're cooking it for that long, it will get nice and tender. As you can see, it's marbled, got lots of that nice fat in it, and so that's going to work out really well when we cook it long. This is a thick cut bacon, just the one slice. I tried 2 slices, and it actually came out too bacony, if that's possible. This next cooking part goes really fast, so get everything ready to go right on your stovetop. You got your bacon in a bowl, you got your beef cubes ready to go, you got your onions and garlic. We have a bag that we can toss the beef in with flour and salt, and we got a little more flour for a roux later. We're going to go through this right now, but have everything ready to go and some vegetable oil off to the side, and a tablespoon is good to have too. I'm going to start out frying the bacon. And we're doing this to put a little bit of the browning on it, give a little bit of that flavor. As you can see, it's nice and brown. Maybe it's a little burned, but it'll work well. We're going to toss the beef in with that flour-salt mixture just to coat it, give it a little more flavor. And now we're going to brown the beef. I typically do it in batches. So fry it, make sure that you've got enough space around it. You can shake it to make sure it breaks loose. The question is, why do you brown the beef? Because you don't boil your steak. You like a steak that's brown on the outside. That's where the flavor is. So that's why we brown the beef. If you like boiled steaks, then don't bother to brown the beef. Now we're going to make the roux. We're going to put that vegetable oil in the same pan, so we have less cleanup later. Going to scrape the bottom really well. Take off any brown bits, any black bits, remove those. Those are going to burn real good. And now we're going to add in the flour. And we're going to keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. Don't stop stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. It's going to turn brown in a little while. Be really careful. That oil is ultra hot. It will burn and permanently deform your skin, so don't splash. It's easy enough to make that roux over, so if you have to burn it rather than splashing yourself, just do this over. Letting it get real nice and brown. Now we're going to quench it. Isn't that a great sound? I love that. That's one of the best smells you can ever have, is that quenched onion garlic mixture in the roux. Now the beer. I'm going to slowly stir in 1 1/4 cans Guinness beer. That's 14.9 ounces each, so it's a little unusual size. And now your beef and bacon, and let it simmer. Get some spices ready. We have pepper, fresh ground pepper. We have tomato paste from the tube, very convenient, those tubes, and paprika. Regular works. If you can find smoked paprika, get that. And we're going to mix that in. This is going to be in for a little while. Stir that in first before the vegetables so it gets into the liquid of the sauce. And then throw in those vegetables we're so familiar with. Mix that all in, and that's going to cook another 2.5 hours. After that, add the beer, and then you're going to adjust the salt and pepper and make sure that's just the way you like it to taste. And then you can serve it up. This goes really well with sourdough and butter and also a bold red wine. You wouldn't think a beer soup would go well with red wine, but it really works. The stew turned out really well. I made it a few days ago. I was expecting it to be too strong, but it actually worked out pretty well.
We sent some of that stew next door and Patrick texted us back. Holy smokes! This was amazing. We both loved it. I needed a bit more salt and pepper, and Sophie enjoyed hers with a slice of sourdough and goat butter. Sauce is fantastic. Potatoes are perfect. And I really like how the carrots and onions complement the beef. Not to mention that was some good beef. Very tender and tasty.
Thank you, Patrick and Sophie and Em. If you guys are making this for yourself and you have folks at home who don't like beer quite so much, you can just not add that last bit of beer at the end, and it turned out pretty well, right, Em?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, thank you, Em. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with the recipe for sangria chicken breast. If you have an idea for the next cooking plus alcohol recipe, please drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button or join me for another video right now. See you next time, and don't forget to play with your food.